So YouTube, we back with another video. I'm gonna be more consistent, I promise. And today we're gonna be talking about the Pooh Shiesty situation. I'm a little late, but I did wanna get my opinion on this stuff before the whole story died down. Now Pooh Shiesty just got out of jail about what 6 months ago for robbery, and there's word that he's been arrested on federal charges of robbing Gucci Mane. And if you know, Pooh Shiesty is on Gucci Mane label 1017. And the word is that Pooh Shiesty wanted off the label. He wanted to get dropped off the label. So he drove to Dallas, rather, I believe, and he had his father with him, which is ironic. Normally, your father is supposed to be the one that keep you away from the bad. They teach you right from wrong. But in this situation, it's not like that. I would call this stupid. You know, sometimes I have sympathy for people who they're in bad conditions and they don't have no other choice to commit crimes. They have no other choice but to rob because motherfuckers don't got nothing, right? There's people in foreign countries that got nothing and they have to do what they have to do to provide for themselves. But Pooh Shiesty is not this case. Pooh Shiesty is in a situation where he probably already had millions of dollars in his bank account. He's a famous rapper, probably the most famous street rapper in his community, in this field. And coming to find out, they end up kidnapping Gucci Mane. Why? I don't know. But we're gonna be rocking to this video by Fox 13. And let's just get into it. My name is Isaiah Sanders. This is the Isaiah Sanders Show. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's react to it.
Including Memphis rappers Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, are facing federal charges for allegedly kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane. This comes just one day after Fox 13 broke the story about a raid at a Cordoba home that belongs to Pooh Shiesty's dad.
Now look at this.
Story
Look at this.
about a raid at a Cordoba home.
Look at this house right here. This house probably at least costs $500,000. At least costs $500,000. You probably got a nice ass house. You got what? Nice ass cars on the side. You probably down there living an amazing life, and you decide to kidnap a man, throw your whole life away. Not only that, but this is the dad's house. Imagine how Pooh Shiesty's house is. So you and your dad decide to rob a man who is famous and a celebrity, and thought you guys were gonna get away with it. At some point, if you're gonna commit a crime, be goddamn motherfucking smart. How you gonna commit crimes and be dumb as hell? People nowadays don't even like. God damn, this shit is unorganized.
Home that belongs to Pooh Shiesty's dad. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Darcy Thomas. A neighbor told Fox 13 that raid started around 5:30 yesterday morning.
These couple of loud booms, so I came outside and, I heard them say, come out with your hands up. We've got a warrant.
Tonight, we've learned about...
And this is dad right here. The thing about being a dad, we probably all might most likely know this, but your child looks up to you, right? So, for example, my dad was in the military, so I was in the military. My dad is a preacher, and I wanted to be a preacher. My brother is a business owner. I want to be a business owner. So, you are who you hang around with. And unfortunately, some of us have landed in some bad family situations where our family is just terrible, right? Not only terrible, but they're a bad influence. So as a father, we have to hold him accountable. I don't give a fuck if he older than me, he have more life experiences. But one thing for sure is you have to lead as an example as a father. And for Pooh Shiesty's father to lead him to an arrest of robbing his label exec is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Let's keep watching.
Agents were arresting Pooh Shiesty's dad here. Agents were also arresting the rapper in Texas. Now, the same day he was released from federal custody after serving 3 years for a gun crime. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live from the federal courthouse in Memphis, where some of the men implicated are scheduled to go before a judge tomorrow. Kayla, investigators say the alleged crimes happened in Texas.
So what I'm hearing is that basically Pooh Shiesty had some guys from Memphis drive all the way to fucking Texas just to rob Gucci Mane. At some point, you gotta think this shit through. You really thought you was gonna rob Gucci Man, take his chain, violate him, and think you gonna get away with it? And Gucci Man, funny ass, done dropped a song called Crash Dummy, mocking your ass, and now you about to go to jail possibly for life. Possibly for life. This is federal charges. And guess what? Guess who's gonna snitch? His friends that drew from Memphis. They're gonna snitch. It was Pooh Shiesty idea the whole time. Now you're in a dumb situation.
Yeah, Darcy, the Department of Justice says this all stemmed from a business meeting that occurred in a Dallas recording studio earlier this year. If you recall, Fox 13 told you that Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, was released from federal prison and placed in a halfway house in Dallas just months ago.
Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims.
Williams, also known as Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, was signed to Gucci Mane's 1017 record label. Gucci Mane's real name is Roderick Davis. Court records identified the victim of the alleged crimes as RD.
Once these three men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several.
So they had they mess around might go down on a RICO, because all these people, most of the times when like these crimes are committed by multiple people, it can be charged as a RICO, especially if it was disorganized. It's not organized, but this well planned out in conspiracy to it.
Whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged,
I think from Memphis to Houston, from Dallas is what, like a 6 hour drive. So they drew all the way from Houston to Dallas just to rob Gucci Man, and these dumb motherfuckers thought they was gonna get away with it. Despicable, 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 despicable. All dumb as fuck.
Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint.
Ryan Raybould is the U.S. attorney on the case. He says the other men involved, including Rodney Wright Jr., known as Big 30, and Pooh Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., robbed the victims of items including Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
Within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some
dummies. This is why I say these people are dumb. Like, bro, if you're gonna commit a crime, at least be goddamn smart. These motherfuckers gonna rob Gucci Man, a very popular rapper historically in the States, and then they gonna flex on Instagram, showing the Rolex, showing the chain, and think they weren't gonna get caught. I think some of these guys don't think that the police got in social media. They just think they're the main characters. And when you think you're the main characters, when you think you all big and bad, guess what happens to you? You're going to get humbled by the justice system. And I believe that the justice system have every right to give these men 25 to life. Because if you, not only for the crime, for being so fucking dumb too. We should start giving people more years for being dumb. So you robbed the man, posted on social media, and then think you're going to get caught? The same day you posting a chain, like, come on, man. This is ridiculous, bro. And this shows these people, they not only they never had shit, but they never been grateful for what they had, bro. At least when I was growing up poor, I was grateful for my family. I was grateful that I can get up, have clothes on my back, have a roof over my head. These motherfuckers get a little jury, have robbed somebody, posted everywhere. You gotta be humble around here, bro. And this is what's gonna happen. They gonna get humbled in our justice system.
The items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims.
Raybould also said electronic monitoring placed Pooh Shiesty at the studio in Dallas at the time, even though he was on home detention.
Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint.
Here in federal court here in Memphis tomorrow. We know that Pooh Shiesty is expected in federal court also tomorrow, but in Dallas. Coming up at 6.
It's over. It's over. If you get charged in Texas, you're cooked. Texas don't play. I think they also do capital punishment. They don't play. So Pooh Shiesty is dumb as hell for this. if you're watching, please don't do stuff like this, man. Get a job, get a trade, learn a skill, start a business. Just do something better with your life. Thank you for watching this video. This video was about the Pooh Shiesty situation. I am Isaiah Center. This is the Isaiah Center Show. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm out.